Welcome to Fasman Jones 5-minute reviews. The Interstellar Song Contest. The Interstellar Song Contest has a political message that goes too far. Are we ever gonna drop this Doctor Who? This story is around Hellions Kid and Kin trying to cause a viewer genocide because of destruction to the home planet Hellion because of the sponsor for the contest for honey is destroying the homeland to drop honey. Kid just wants to cause terror in an act of revenge to his homeland and no rest. Kin has a bit of remorse. Don't know if it's big remorse. She does save Cora though. Kid ends up sending nearly the majority of Jones outside, but frozen thanks to the Doctor's interference, and then nearly sends a delta wave to destroy everyone watching the contest. Kid is a good film, but this isn't my thing. Going to be honest, the whole political stuff is a mess, and this can't continue, especially with the characters who I know are going to be delivering are coming back. I love Shitty Guy's performance. Again, he is strong. I like the new side as it shows he's not a goody two-shoes. If I take the whole mess of politics away from this, I love that he goes too far, as it's brilliant to see that. Gives me Jin Jan vibes, and Jin Jan is great. And he's back next year! Whoop whoop! Riley Stephen is a talent, but I think this is when the writing starts not to do her justice. This is probably going to be a theme going forward. Nothing is wrong with some of the stuff she's been given. They could have put a bit more effort, but she's starting not to be used properly, and this has turned into a joke that is ruining diverse characters who deserve way better. This is disappointing. What is it with the RTD era commands? You deserve way better than this. Please do better, Doctor Who. Tired of complaining right now. There was a variety of songs, including the return of Goblin Queen legend Christina Rotondo as Liz Lizzie. These songs wouldn't be for me, but the songs fit the Eurovision brief. Doctor 2, got to be honest, is a song that is a hit, and the puppet is brilliant. I will be talking more about this hit song, so stay tuned. The fans wanted the full song, and we got it. Power of the fandom. Ryan got to live his dream in his favourite TV show as himself, and he was brilliant. Classic Ryan is already thrilling me just thinking about him. Loved the Graham Norton appearance as a hologram. There were some interesting characters like Kenneth Cohen as Mike and Charlie Condu as Gary, a married couple who I loved as they were both entertaining and very memorable guest cast. I love they were arguing about Gary's fixation of the contest. I have fixations as well, so I can relate to my boy Gary. Miriam Teatley plays a singer called Cora who is actually from Hellier, who was allowed to try and perform on the contest. She is the opposite of Kid and Kin, and she was brilliant. Karen Ford made a surprise appearance as Susan when she saves the Doctor from being frozen in space. This was one of those nostalgia moments that work. Carol did a great job, and welcome back. This bit hurts and divides me. Shu's performance for the Doctor torturing Kid is so brilliant because of what happens to Gallifrey Bandmaster. I feel for the guy, but acting like Kid is not the right option. Yes, he screwed it badly. It's important to see this. What hurts me is the mixed politics drag this down, and I do agree with the public, even though I'm glad they didn't have a major island. I would have loved seeing something more there with Belinda. The final scene with the Doctor and Belinda is so brilliant. Belinda compliments the Doctor and he's so emotional over it and hugs her, which is nice. Those two are the perfect match, and then they discover Earth has been destroyed and that's why they can't land. They attempt to fly back to May 2025 when they end up landing but are caught in the blast, which is a plot point that is used quite a bit. Juno Dawson is a talented writer. She would have done way better without the political stuff and deserves a second chance to do something different. I love that we see why Mrs. Flood is using the Vindicator, as she has her own device and now she knows the last Vindicator mean she can start fans. Now she has the coordinates as well. The ending when we meet Ashley Punjabi, who ends up by generating Alvin Dobson, and they both end up being the Rani. Ashley shows a lot of potential from the scene alone, and it's good for her to do that, and it reminds me of John Sim back in Utopia. They both did a good performance, a bit weaker than the story and the engine, but it does put the pressure on Wishworld. That's it for this 5-minute review. Please like this review and subscribe to the podcast channel to keep up to date with all the latest content. Thank you for listening to Fasman Jones, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to Fasman Jones and stay tuned for more podcasts. See ya!